what advice have you got for parents, students heading up there?
Well, students and their parents should already have had a conversation, but if you haven't, it's about enjoying yourself for the weekend, making the right choices, and that includes how to get there. And there are free MAC buses that will get you to and from the venue at Warland Reserve, as well as between Warland Reserve and the caravan park. So it's amazing how quickly the last 12 months has passed, and the best part of that 12 months has been the extensive organising that's gone on by Encounter Youth, working with police and emergency services and the community to ensure that this year is again a successful Schoolies Festival.
How will you combat drugs over 3 days?
We will have again a very visible policing presence in Victor Harbour and surrounds. We have bike, traffic patrols, foot patrols and mobile patrols policing the event across the whole 3 days and before and after. The roads leading to and from, so that people don't start again. For those people that choose not to heed the warning in relation to drink or drug driving, I can only reinforce that we'll have a greater policing presence on the roads down to Victor Harbour on the lead up to and also after the event.
How do you think the conduct of the kids has been over the last few years?
Exceptional. As you heard Encounter Youth point out, this is the 20th year. We've got the recipe right. Encounter Youth, with their extensive volunteer network, at least 500 Encounter Youth volunteers this year, working with police and emergency services and the community, caravan parks, bus companies, the Motor Accident Commissioner is a major sponsor. The recipe is right. Every year is a success in South Australia for the Schoolies Festival. And so we sometimes see reports from interstate of other schoolies. You just can't compare the South Australian Schoolies Festival, and I attribute that to the very good work that's done by Encounter Youth during the year. They work with schools, they work with police to ensure that it's a successful event. As you heard Nigel say earlier, they expect in excess of 5,500 or 6,000 people attend the event. Warland Reserve is the safest place to be for the Schoolies Festival this year. There is, as I said, As I said, there will be a highly visible policing presence. That's not to say we also don't have a policing presence within the caravan parks and around Victor Harbour and surrounds that you won't see, so we can detect and arrest or report any people that are selling illicit drugs.
Is there a specific focus this year for police? Have you seen a rise in the use of ecstasy over the last few years?
The focus for policing will be the same as it has been in previous years, and as you would know, in the years leading up to this year, and I don't see any change in that, we report low numbers of arrests and reports. For a festival that can boast, as we do, that it's a safely run event, that didn't come out right. Again, in its 20th year, this will be a successful event because it is well organised. Resources are there to ensure for the welfare of people attending. There are facilities should people be overcome from exhaustion or anything in terms of medical response.
What's your message to teenagers thinking about bringing drugs into an event?
Well, first up, my strongest message is have a good time. You've deserved it. You've finished your schooling and this is your celebration. You're going to Victor Harbour, you're going with friends, indeed you'll meet new friends, but don't forget to remember your existing friends. Look after each other, look after your buddy, look after your mate, and so make the right choices. And if you see someone in trouble, then grab one of the Encounter Youth Green Team, grab a police officer, we're there to help you. We want you to celebrate the end of your schooling. We want it to be something that you remember as the end of your schooling, and that you don't make choices that you would regret.
And what would your advice be for people that perhaps finished school quite a few years ago but want to go down and party at Victor Harbour this weekend anyway?
Well, there's no room for non-school leavers in Wollongong Reserve. This is a ticketed event, a well-run event, and as you would know from previous years, our experience is the greater proportion of people that are spoken to by police are non-school leavers. And they just don't get it in their head that their time has passed. Those that have worked hard this year, in fact those that last year were envious of their friends having a good time, having finished school, they've done the hard yards, they've finished their schooling, it's time to celebrate. And indeed, have a good time, celebrate, that's what it's for.
How many extra
Pill
police?
testing at this year's Schoolies Festival?
Sorry, your question again?
Pill testing at this year's Schoolies Festival, is that an option?
Pill testing.
It's illegal in
Testing.
South Australia.
Pardon?
It's not legislated in South Australia.
That's noted.
No, sorry, it's not something I'm familiar with.
There's also something that we've heard along on the grapevine that people were actually bearing drugs within the Schoolies zone in Victor Harbour. Is that something that you've heard of? Or
No, I think that might be an urban myth. From the get-go, the establishment of the Schoolies Festival at Wollongong Reserve is tightly covered by Encounter Youth Security and CCTV and roaming security patrol. So, as I said before, the safest place to be this weekend at Victor Harbour is in Wollongong Reserve. I need to stress again, it's a dry zone, and most of our offences are at the low scale, and that's a good thing. And they are people that are drinking within the dry zone, or people that hope to bring containers or beverages into the zone. They get an expiation and they get their alcohol decanted. So,
what's your advice to school leavers who are 18 years old? You know, when it comes to sort of engaging in sort of risky behaviour, you know, perhaps they could end up with a permanent record.
Well, it's about making right choices, and we know as we're going through our schooling, we continually have it reinforced not to make decisions that will have long-lasting consequences. So these are kids that have worked really hard, they've finished their schooling, they're going on to careers. Don't ruin it by turning a celebration into actions that you will regret later on. For those that do drink to excess, or those that do take illicit substances, then they are poor choices, but they're choices that they're surrounded by people that can give them assistance and give them medical support. And as I said earlier, stick to your mate, glue yourself to a friend, make sure they're okay. Don't see them or don't let them wander off with a stranger that you don't know, and don't have them make poor choices. Stick up for them. And you had a question, sorry.
Yes, sorry, going